at Northampton for round 8 of the National Point Championship Shootout, sponsored by Trinity Diesels. We've got Lila and Joshua, who are going to do our Shootout Junior Draw, sponsored by StopSign. Right guys, we're ready to pull out the first one. So do you want to pull out the first car, Joshua? Do you want to go that side? Yeah, there you go, sorry. 16, Matt.
16.
Matt, you're first out. Pop it on the floor for me.
Good lad, mate. Let's have one of them. Good lad.
Right, next one. Don't be looking, Joshua. You don't be peeking. Always got 2. He's put no. Didn't like the look of that one.
Robert, it was you though.
Lee, you're
217.
Good one. Nice one. Right, next one, Joshua. Don't be looking, Joshua.
463.
James, you're out third.
Joshua.
He's not looking. He's doing very well. He's doing very well. He's not cheating at all.
Oh, so good. I'm picking up 2.
I'm looking for you.
84.
Well done. Right, swap over. Swap over. You take the thing. That's it. You hold that. You hold that. Put it onto you. Don't no peeking. He's got 2. He's got 2. That's it. Yeah. This is all good. Oh, they're a bit. There you go. That's it. What was you for definite?
Hey, thank you. Come on, let's have one off you as well. Cheers.
Yeah, that's forceful. Thank you.
That's it, you've got it.
You've got it.
Well, bonus.
Be wet boy then.
Yeah, but that's not babysitting.
See you, Frank.
550.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just 2 more, Liam and Danny.
Okay.
Oh, is he left the tallest 2 till the last?
Have I had 4?
No discrimination at Danny, all.
No.
212.
Danny,
Yeah, you can get behind.
it's not going well, Liam, is it? And you're my driver spotlight as well today. Hopefully you're in there.
20.
Perfect. Right.
Last week.
Superstar. Right, you guys stand here. No, put that on to zoom up there. Perfect. So today's driver spotlight at Northampton is number 20, Liam Gilbank. Liam, we're kind of coming towards the end of the shootout round 8, sitting 6th, kind of mid-table. Are you kind of happy with where you are at the minute?
Yeah, well, I finished 5th last year, so I was looking to just sort of equal that. And I missed a round last week. So,
You did.
But doing all right. To be fair, 6 is not bad out of 12, is it?
Well, when you look at who's above you, so you've got Frank, Lee, Tom, Matt. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like your top of the sport, isn't it? So to kind of be sitting with them, it's a good place for you to be.
Yeah, so definitely not complaining about being in 6th.
No. And you thought, I'm doing all right, I can go on holiday. So you went on holiday last week, so you missed King's Lynn.
Yeah. Well, give my dad a chance to have a run out, didn't it?
Did he do all right?
Yeah, he did. I think he had a 3rd at National and a placed in top 10 rest of the day, so it was all right.
And was he happy with his King's Lynn?
Yeah, I think so.
So in terms of the shootout, like I say, you're 6th, missed around last week. Have you kind of you've been pretty consistent throughout, I kind of watched shootout drivers. It's been nothing like spectacular, nothing like really bad. It's been kind of consistent point scoring.
So just all season really, it's just been getting top 10s, but not having any real. I've had a few podiums, but I've not had any wins this year.
Yeah.
But also I had some quite bad luck to be fair. I mean, I was running 3rd, finally last time, and gearbox problems.
I say because the world final meeting, you really stood out for me because at one point you were up there, and I'm like, oh, Liam, you appeared. I'm like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah, bit of a letdown really after I'd done all hard work at first few laps to get up there, and then car let me down. But it's just one of them things.
Yeah. So you said like in the shootout and sort of the season's been sort of top 10s. Have you kind of gone? We know why that is, or has it just been how it's played out in the race?
Yeah, it's just how it is. I mean, like people like Tom and Danny's been really fast this year. They seem to have just got the edge at minute, and until you find it, really, you just got to try different things. Yeah. So you can find a bit of pace.
So when people have been talking about Tom and the shootout, is so much faster than anybody else. Have you guys kind of gone, well, that's the reason why, or is it just because people go, it's a great driver, a great car, and that's the reason? Is that what you guys think, or
Well, I don't know. I mean, his car's good and it's set up good, but he's driving it really good. I mean, if anyone just jumped in his car, I mean, I don't think they'd just win everything.
Yeah.
They still take some driving.
Yeah.
One of them things.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Good. Right, so you're aiming for 5th. There's Frank's in front of you, isn't he?
Frank's in front of me, yeah, but it's going to take some catching. I mean, we're a lot closer a couple of rounds ago, and then he won that final at Skeggy and kind of jumped in front of me a fair bit.
Do you look at are you closely looking at the points when you're racing as well? Because it's almost like a race within a race, isn't it? So are you kind of thinking today, I need to score better than Frank? Is that kind of where
you do
you're
a
at?
bit, but I mean, like you go out and you eat, and you just want to get in final for starters because you're not getting anywhere really if you don't get in final. That's first things off, and then you look in final and national, see if you can just sneak a few places up on people in front of you.
Yeah, cool, good, right. So Heat 1, are you in Heat 1 or Heat 2?
Heat 2.
It's back to back into anyway.
Yeah,
so we'll come and talk to you after Heat 2. Clearly you like Northampton, like I said, very well at the World Final. And there's a bit of like uncertainty about weather, isn't there? Because it's like forecast loads of rain. Does that bother you?
No, I mean we've had a little shower, but it's stopped. They've had an F2 race on before our heat, so I'll watch that and see how the track's going, so I know what tyres to put on, things like that.
Is that kind of still undecided at the minute?
Yeah, still undecided.
Who makes the decision, you or your dad?
Well, we all talk about it, to be fair. My granddad chips in. And
then you get a consensus and that's what you go with?
Yeah.
Good, good. Right, we'll come and talk to you after your heat. Good luck tonight.
Cheers, thanks.
Nice bench, you know.
We'll get the outside one.
Liam, so we just had Heat 2, your first race, and you got 7,
6, I believe.
I was guessing.
It worked out alright, to be fair. Obviously, just took first few laps to get back in groove because missed last week, and then got to go in. Track cut up a bit towards the end, got a bit rough, but it weren't too slippery considering rain. I just maybe we're a bit more cautious than some other drivers, but there are a lot of people who got flat tyres. So might have been right thing.
So like we talked about Frank in the beginning, and obviously like he's kind of the one in front of you, and Frank got flat tyre, didn't finish, so you kind of gained on Frank. Lee got flat. Why are they getting flats? What is
just if you don't run enough air in it and you go over a bump, it just pulls the tyre off rim, and then you got a flat then.
Yeah. So is it better to put more air in?
When it's a rough track, you tend to put a bit more in.
Does that mean you go slower? Do you know what I mean? Is it like damaging performance or?
No, it don't affect speed really. I mean, you'll have more stagger because the tyre will grow bigger, but other than that, everything's fine.
But it's a bit more of a safety way of like getting, because you want to finish, don't you? So you're not getting any flats.
There's no point starting if you're not going to finish.
No. So happy with 6, and now it's raining. So we're under a very nice Trinity Diesel's umbrella.
They're sponsored.
Yeah, they're around 8 sponsored. Does this like affect how you kind of like deal with the final? Or?
No, not really. I think as long as they don't overwater the track, it's not massively heavy rain, so it should keep quite well if races are quick on and off. Track should stay alright.
Yeah, because they are tonight, because we've had bangers now, then Form 2s, then Consey, and then it's quite a quick turnaround. So
yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect racing too much, to be fair.
Where did you start in the final? We did the grid draw?
I drew last, so
you did draw last,
Draw last. I'm either on second to last row or back row. Every week we're out there.
I know, I do notice that, to be fair. However, but you know, like sometimes it does benefit being at the back, because then you can kind of almost like, I know people can get away, but you can pick your way through a little bit better than being in the middle of like loads of people shoving.
Yeah, it helps sometimes, especially if the track's a bit damp like this, you can just hang back a bit, and if there's a crash you can avoid it rather than having to go for it if you're in middle at the back.
Right, I'm going to let you go back in your transport. They're looking very dry in there. Good luck for the final. We'll come and talk to you for the final.
Thank you.
Superstar. that was the final. Could you, like, I don't even know where you finished. Do you know where you finished?
I don't know. Hopefully just got some points, but you can't really ask for much in that type of condition.
Can you see? That's the biggest question. Can you see anything?
A little bit.
What? How? So it's like, say, like we're this far apart.
Yeah.
How much further than that? Because like when you're coming down that straight at the beginning, there's like all of you, and like you can't. Or we couldn't even see you. Never mind you seeing the kind
You've got your goggles on as well, so you've only got an inch. You've only got an inch strip of goggles that you can actually see.
You will have stopped working after a while, surely.
Well, yeah. So I normally carry a spare pair, but when you've not got time, you just have to take them off and bear all the pain and shell into your face.
Well, you're looking quite clean underneath all that.
Yeah, well, I've been cleaned up already. I've got a wet wipe around my face, so we're ready for national.
Are you ready? Are you looking forward to it?
To be fair, at times like this, it just makes you laugh because it's that like rubbish.
Yeah.
If you don't laugh, you'd cry. So it's one of them.
I think for me, trying to watch the race from a spectator point of view, I was struggling to kind of go, well, Matt's leading, but then after that, you kind of like, so you've got no idea.
You've no idea where you are. You just keep circulating. That's about all you can do.
He's chucking. Look at right. Does he get a pay rise because he's got a shit job there? He really.
Yeah. That's it. As the phrase goes, he's as happy as a pig in shit.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, in terms of the race, it was just a case of survival, wasn't it?
Yeah, just survival. Can't really, just tried to dawdle around and hopefully I've got some points. If not, then at least I went out and tried.
You did. We aren't going to talk to you after the national because, like, everything's getting wet and cold.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thanks so much for talking to us. Frank got a third apparently. I don't know how he got a third.
I don't know where so I've never done as many 3-point turns in a race, I don't think, but it's one of them. Yeah.
Liam, thanks so much for
No
today. And a great insight. Actually, stock cars is not all like glamour and sophistication.
Today is stock car racing is tragic, not magic. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Good luck for the national.
No worries. Thank you.
Superstar.